Fiction and nonfiction. Fiction and nonfiction are genres. A genre is a category in which a book belongs to. If you go to the library or a bookstore, you will see the books organized according to genre. This makes it easier for you to find the book you're looking for. In this video, we're going to focus on the two most important genres, fiction and nonfiction. Fiction is a made-up story with made-up characters and a made-up setting. Fiction stories must be read in order. It has a beginning, middle, and ending. Fiction stories have pictures called illustrations. Now let's talk about nonfiction. Nonfiction passages or texts are real. They give information and facts. These nonfiction texts or passages or even articles can be about real people, it could be about real events, or about scientific information. They may have photos with captions, which are little words written underneath a picture or a photo. They may have charts, tables, or graphs. Now let's take a look at the difference between fiction and nonfiction side by side. Fiction stories are not real or make-believe. They have made-up characters, settings, and events. You read it in order because it has a beginning, middle, and end. They are facts and information. They have real characters, settings, and events. You could read it in any order because it is made up of facts and information. They have photos with captions and can have charts and graphs as well. Their purpose is to inform us or for us to learn something.
Now maybe did I mean to treat you bad, but I did anyway. And then maybe some would say your life was sad, but you lived it anyway. And so maybe your friends will stand around you, watch you crumble.
Think about all these events that are in the real column. And then watch this next video of how a police officer, two police officers, one of them turns his body cam off, the other one, he gets caught with it on before he realizes who he pulled over. Watch what he says. Watch the whole video. Go find the video and watch it.
And then the lobby.
You gotta do what you gotta do. We got calls on it.
The date is April 27th, 2018, and the time is 6:28 p.m. The Lower Township Police Department received a call from a citizen that reported that there was a black Chevrolet truck driving erratically on the road. The person described the vehicle as driving very fast in an unsafe manner close to other vehicles on the road. The driver allegedly ran a light and nearly crashed his car multiple times. Two officers began to pursue the vehicle and noticed that the driver was weaving all over the road, crossing the center line and just driving very hazardously. These officers then flashed their lights to signal to the other driver to pull over. Now, they were expecting to find some random person breaking the law, but the officers were absolutely gobsmacked to find that it was actually their boss, Lieutenant John A. Chu.
Like, how was the observation?
What's up, LT?
Hey, LT, how you doing?
Somebody pulled it on you driving erratic.
Erratic driver.
Headed home?
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. My mic's live, just so you know, at this point. I mean, my camera. We had an erratic driver call. Lieutenant Chu. We got him on a 38, honeysuckle on Idell.
It's very clear that both officers are trying to do all they can for their boss and friend. The officer with the body cam on is trying to ensure that they both follow official procedure, as he knows that this matter will be scrutinized heavily. If they were to be lenient on him in any way, that's police corruption and is guaranteed to ruin their careers, and they may even face prison time. He makes a deliberate point to mention that it's all being recorded, as he can sense his colleague is trying to find ways around arresting his boss. He also mentions to the person on the phone that he's being recorded. This shows clearly that the cop fears the person he's calling will try and cover it up to let the lieutenant off. He wants to ensure everything is above board.
I'm in charge right now. I just wanted to call and let you know. I'm not saying that yet. I haven't went up to the. Nucius went up to the car. I kind of stayed back.
Did the caller
Yes, sir. And Idell, right down the street from his residence. Okay. Yes, sir. Did you see who was? Did you tell him to stand by? Yeah. I'm on the phone with the lieutenant right now. Told me to hang tight for a minute.
You on?
Yes. You? You're not. Turn it on.
Oh, I switched the cameras out.
We actually find out here that this cop had actually turned off his camera to try and cover up what happened. He makes a brief attempt to try and pretend he's confused as to why it's not recording before he just admits to turning it off. This cop is clearly trying to cover up what happened, and his obvious attempt to cover it up when he acts all confused only serves to highlight this fact. Remember, this cop was observing the erratic driving of the lieutenant, and the body cam footage is evidence that was deliberately stopped from being recorded. It's scary how close this whole event came to being hidden from public view.
What did he say? I was behind him. I was behind you. Did you get any? Yes. We gotta do what we gotta do. We're gonna have to lock him up if he's 450 you. You told him to just hang tight? Mm-hmm. You didn't observe any alcohol in the thing or anything? I know you probably didn't. It's a high truck. Is there an odor yet or anything?
No.
You didn't get an odor? Alright. I gotta call Edwards. Just to let him know I can't pick him up. We're gonna have to pull him out. Hey, I'm gonna be late picking. I'm not gonna be able to pick you up. Can you drive in? We have an incident. Nah, my mic's live. We're on a 38 right now with someone we work with. Hang on one second. We had an erratic driver call. Lieutenant Chu. We pulled him over. We're doing some investigation right now. I'm waiting for Lieutenant Curley coming back, so I'm going to be late picking you up. Obviously, if you could drive in. All right, thanks.
Can we shut these off for a conference real quick?
Hang on. Hey, LT. This. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to mute our cameras at all or anything. Okay. Absolutely. Yep. All right, see ya. We're going to have to pull them out. We can't mute our cameras. We can't do anything. Let's hope. Hopefully he's all right.
This cop actually asked for the cameras to be shut off so they can have a conversation. The entire idea of the cameras is to allow transparency, and that's why they're supposed to be recording 24/7. They've already been told to keep recording as they can't turn off the video, and yet he keeps trying to do it. If the other cop had listened, they would have both lost their jobs, and this would have been a police corruption scandal.
Safe to drive. Edward's just coming in. Come on. Hey, LT. So we had the erratic driver call on you. I guess Noosh just had some observation. We have to handle this like anything else. He's gonna ask you to step out. We already talked to Lieutenant Prioli. All right. He's gonna make sure you're safe to operate the vehicle. Okay?
I have to drive half a mile.
I understand, but everything's recorded now, sir. You know that. We got to handle it how we have to handle it. Trust us. We don't want to be put in this position either.
No. I get it.
Can you step out, sir? He's just going to talk to you. You know how it is. He's going to ask you some questions, make sure you're all right.
I'm fine.
Do me a favor, can you just take your hat off for me, please, sir? Can you just take your hat off? Feet together, hands down your side.
LT, let's get him off the... We don't want to do it in the middle of the road here. Let's get him off the side. I'm going to kill my lights too, all right? Just put the back on. LT, let's get you out of the middle of the road. We don't want you in the middle of the road here. Let's go off to the side.